Well, now it's time for some real talk. We've heard several top military commanders say in order to defeat ISIS, there must be boots on the ground as part of the mission. But now the Military Times providing a different perspective. Their poll of military members asks, should the U.S. send a substantial number of combat troops to support Iraq? A little over 70% of troops say no. Nearly 30% say yes. Let's bring in retired Marine Staff Sergeant Johnny Joey Jones. He was a machine gunner in Anbar in Iraq and lost both his legs in Afghanistan. He's also executive director of the Boot Campaign. Great to see you again, Sergeant. What do you mean, or what do you make of this poll? 70% of military members say no boots on the ground for them.
Good afternoon, Gretchen. First, congratulations on your one-year anniversary. Wonderful show.
Thank you so much, Joey.
As far as this goes, this poll, and actually I was a bomb tech, not a machine gunner. I don't want to take glory that isn't mine. So with this poll question, it says specifically to support Iraqi security forces. And that's a completely different perspective than trying to get there to defeat a formidable enemy in ISIS in both Iraq and Syria. So when you're a troop sitting there reading this poll from the Military Times, I mean, the types of articles they put in that newspaper sometimes are very liberal, sometimes they're very out there in the middle of nowhere. So it's a propaganda-style tabloid at sometimes, and sometimes it reports the truth. So it's back and forth. This particular question says to support the Iraqi security forces. We've ran behind those guys, and that was not fun. We're a leading force. We're a ground and pound force. We lead the fight. We don't support guys in hodgepodge vehicles doing whatever they want with no discipline. So it's two different things.
So Joey, how should the question have been phrased, and do you think it would have elicited a different result?
Absolutely. Well, the question should be is, do you believe we should deploy to a foreign country to fight and defeat a formidable enemy that is dead set on attacking us here at home? Because that's the issue at hand. I mean, our president has reacted to what's going on in the Middle East, reacted to public opinion. This same poll and the articles that followed it talked about if we feel like deploying again. We made that choice when we raised our right hand and said we'll support and defend the Constitution and the American people. That choice has been made 100% voluntary since this war began. We understand that deploying and going to war is a part of serving in the military. We just need a plan, a goal, and the right support from our government. And we don't feel that the last 8 years has been that, or the last 10 years has been that. So yeah, before we go into another 8 years where our leave dates are scheduled around the funerals of our brothers and sisters, we want to plan in some leadership. We want to know what the goal is, and we need to know what the enemy is. And in this case, it's ISIS, not only ISIS, but the lone wolf terrorism, not domestic violence, that it's spurring here at home. We need to defeat that will across this globe. The idea that you can intimidate and scare a leading country in both freedom, capitalism, and everything else we stand for, that you can intimidate that country and its military into bowing down and turning a blind eye.
Sergeant Johnny Joey Jones, responding to that poll in the Military Times. Thanks for your time today. Great to see you.
Thank you so much.